Welcome to the Airy Q-Tip, Your Playlist Defines You interview, where we break down customer playlists. And yeah, today I'm chilling here with Dumi Jace. She got a playlist rather on YouTube.
You know,
titled Playlist by Dumi Jace. So, hi Dumi.
hi.
Welcome to the Airy Q-Tip, Your Playlist Defines You interview. Your sweater looks really dope.
No, it looks too fly. Like, ish. I think I am. Like, oh my god.
It looks dope, man.
That's too much.
Yo.
It's too much.
Okay, so let's go straight up to your interview.
The first one.
Your playlist. Yeah. Your first song is actually by Ricky Rick, Home. Okay, like that song, rather.
Yeah.
It's actually, for me, it ended up being an emotional song.
I think for everyone, even.
Like when it came out, rather, I was like, oh, damn, this is such a great song. Okay, but I wasn't really paying much attention on the lyrics.
Same here. Until
how everything unfolded, I was like, oh, damn, like what he wrote on Twitter is like, kind of like, you know, I'll return a stronger man type of vibe. It's what the song is saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people didn't know that Ricky Rick had like
a plan.
Was it a plan to do? Was it like a whole?
I mean, if you can write a song, way before the time that you actually commit your suicide, is it not a plan?
So it was planned.
No, it's my assumption.
Yeah.
Or my view of it.
Yeah.
That if you can write a song, it's like a suicide note. You write.
But he actually made a song.
Exactly, but that's how you make songs, don't you? You write it down.
Yeah, you
it's
write
notes,
down. Yeah,
and then you just.
Yeah, and don't you think like the most songs that I really felt is when an artist really like, you know,
digs deep
and takes out all the emotions on the track. And it actually becomes like a great song. You know what I'm saying? And well, I asked somebody about, did you know that Ricky Rick was like, you know, like on drugs and stuff like that, because he does admit it on this other song called Papa's Song on the Family Values album, and it was quite crazy because like I didn't expect that, you know, him being on drugs. I didn't know
he actually didn't even drink for like
really. Oh wow.
Because he was an addict.
But it's crazy how life is, man. I mean, there's this line that he said, he was like, when fruitful also becomes brutal.
Yeah.
That line, I was like, damn, like he's talking about booze here, but I was like, no, he's actually talking about real life issues, because that line, what it meant to me was, it was so crazy to me. But wait, that line, what does it mean to you though?
It just means like, you know how it is with most families, ne? You leave home. You leave a situation at home. Trying to, you know, strive for a better life. But at the end of the day, you do take whatever you're striving for back home. I think that's how I interpret it. Like, school, you do your shit, you get the right job. And then you have to still, you know, black tax and raise the siblings, be the head of the family in a way.
And at that time, maybe
your parents strive so much to push you, and then but you still take it back home. That's what it means to me.
And to actually make sense of what you're saying, Khapa, it's like maybe you're working far from home.
Exactly.
And then at home, they'll always be thinking, oh no, she's working, she got us.
Exactly.
And there you have
we made it because of...
And there, where you're living right now, you have a whole situation, like you can't deal with certain, you know, because... But yeah, man. And
it's too much.
It's too much. And your second song is actually by Kim, Love Calls.
I know it's a bit
track number 2,
and I get that a lot, but I feel like I'm an old soul deep down inside.
Really? No way. I also used to
deep down.
No, because back in high school, really, like I was actually listening to Kim's music a lot.
A lot. Now I listen to it now. More than, you know, it makes sense to me now than it did back in high school. High school, what did we know about love? What is love calling? In high school, what is love calling? I used to calling now in your 20s, you understand?
What? Like I used to like Kim actually gave me game like his music, it was because I actually used to like you know the things he says on the songs.
Yeah.
I actually used to say it on girls. Two girls. Really, like it was like a whole nother level because and they were actually working for me.
It worked.
Mm-hmm.
No.
It was actually working.
At school, I knew nothing about love calling me. Now it makes more sense. That's why I didn't listen to this.
Yeah. And track number 3 is actually another song by Kim. Mm-hmm. I Can't Stop Loving You.
Yo, oh my god. And then you laugh. I told you on old song.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that one also hits different. It's just the same. Like when I'm in my feelings, that's what I listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah. You love this person, man.
Yeah. Like, what would you do? Like, if maybe a guy that's trying to get you would be like, he's all saying all these sweet things to you, and then he ends up saying, like your love for him is like a river, like it's just running right through him.
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me.
That's the type of things I was saying to the girls.
No, man. Don't lie.
Selling them dreams.
Yay.
And track number 4 is FKJ Masego Tadao.
Yeah. No, that's a dope production.
It was a dope production, bro.
Still is even, not even a while. It's like, I love how Masego, it's Masego, okay, but for the sake of, Masego. Yeah, I just love the production and how they use different instrumentals.
Yeah.
Even in the videos, and how he can move from Pupian and move from the, Yeah.
Multi-talented.
Yeah.
So, Tadao, do you know what the word Tadao means? Like,
not fully. I just love the song. I'm not really into,
I kind of like found humor in it though. And how he actually came up with that Tadao word. Because, the word Tada, like it's actually a mixture of 2 words, like tada and wow.
Oh, no, it makes sense now.
Yeah, it was so crazy. Tada. And it was so crazy, like, because tada means it's actually proclaimed as when someone finishes a task. And wow, it's like when, something like maybe to describe something like amazingly great, like wow. And it was actually funny, because on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith was actually describing to his uncle Phil that after sleeping with an older woman, he was like, Uncle Phil was like asking him how was the experience, and he was like, tada. So it was actually crazy.
Yeah, there's humor behind it.
There is, like tops, French Prince. So track number 5 is by Tiana Taylor.
Oh no, that one. She's way there.
Love Me.
Oh my word. Already you can see from a playlist. Give me a little rap. I'm a person of blood, man.
Yeah. Like I kind of found the production, like Kanye, the production was like smooth.
Yeah. She also has a production company of her own. So
yeah.
She's like pretty dope.
Wow. Like, do you know what she's talking about?
Multi-talented. Huh?
Do you know what she's talking about in the song?
Love. She's talking about love. She's talking about,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when do you believe, like...
Do I believe in?
Do you believe, like, in finding love through struggle? Like, going through that struggle with somebody...
Okay, now...
Getting
I have
there.
a different perspective.
You have a different perspective?
Yeah, like, why do we have to, as us Africans would say, begazela, like, do we have to struggle that much?
Begazela?
Yeah. I mean, like... Do people now struggle? I don't know how to explain it. Like, do we have to struggle? And what is the definition? What do you categorize as struggle?
I don't know.
Struggle as in like we pushing each other, getting that money, getting that house. Or
struggle as in like poverty, working.
Poverty. I believe in that.
You believe in that?
Yes, I'm not. Well, my preference is not getting someone who's already, made it in life. No, let's push each other.
So you rather build?
Let's build, yeah.
Alright, and track number 6 is by Thames. Free Mind.
I think everyone is just, That was an amazing song. Everyone was feeling that one.
Like, to be honest with you, like when she started, like when she came out, I was like, oh, turn that down, please, because like her voice, I couldn't get used to it, and then I just grew, and then she just grew onto me, like her music, and I was like, damn, this song.
That happened with me also. I couldn't listen to it like for a good couple of months.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, man.
Yeah.
That flow.
Yeah. And you know, like her voice, man, it's so unique, man.
Yeah.
And, you know, so I mean, to you, like, what do you do? Because you're talking about like free mind, peace of mind, and like, what do you do? Like, maybe when you're like going through a lot, when you have like a lot of like ish going on, what do you do to actually, you know, find peace of mind?
I isolate. I listen to music.
You isolate.
Yeah, I need to be in my own space alone.
Yeah.
Listen to music that will uplift me. Such music. Well, not such music, because then now will be drowning me. But I mean, I listen to music. You know, write.
You write.
No, not write like the novel, but like write what I'm feeling.
Right, you just write it down.
Exactly.
And then do you ever go back and be like, oh, you know, I was feeling like this, or do you just throw everything away?
Of course, I'm very like self-aware, if I can put it.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. I'm very aware of what I'm feeling when I'm feeling. But it takes a lot for someone to, you know, be aware of their feeling. I can tell when I'm not okay.
Yeah.
And when like I'm like okay.
Yeah.
No, but last week, no. You know, I wasn't okay. I wasn't grand because of 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
whole point of being self-aware is being able to point out what it is wrong and how you can fix it.
So it could never repeat itself. Never.
Exactly. If you're self-aware, though, what's the point of those whatever you'll be going through repeating itself? Yeah.
Right.
I'm not making sense.
You are making sense. Man, track number 7 is by Saba.
Saba, wow. Saba, I started listening to him like in varsity, man.
Same.
My varsity days,
Same.
you know.
Yeah.
I had this friend who introduced me to his music, Yeah, so every time after class we'd go to a room and then she would like literally play Saba albums until like I grew into like you know the lyrics and proper listened to them. Yeah.
Wow, man, and this song Photosynthesis, man, is crazy because how he gets in the song. The first line he's like, "How are you lonely in a room with God?"
You know, like
what? And you isolating.
Going to That's what I was about to say, going back to self-awareness.
Yeah.
You know, you're isolating, but you always have to know God is in the room.
Do you ever forget that God is in the room?
Of course. Who doesn't?
Does that make you Christian?
You can't always be faithful. Well, let me speak for myself. I can't say you can't be.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's those times where you question your faith. Yeah, so I think that's where he got the line.
Yeah.
You know, in a room with God, like questions your faith. But yeah.
And track number 8 again is by Saba. Symmetry.
Yeah, no, that one is smooth. That's a jam.
It's quite a jam.
I'm not really like, you know, behind the meaning too much. I just, you know, jam to it more.
Yeah. But then you do know that symmetry, because like say maybe symmetry in life is when, you know, everything lines up and you know, everything just starts to make sense.
Exactly, it's falling into place.
Everything is just falling into place. And do you believe do you think you find beauty in, you know, people finding like themselves and they have like symmetrical features? Like just, you meet up with this guy and you guys are like the same. And do you find beauty in that?
I do.
So it's cool, like you can actually find someone that's just like you.
Person.
Yeah, and they end up being predictable, or they find you predictable.
No, I wouldn't want someone who's predictable.
You wouldn't want that?
No. So you need to surprise me.
All the time?
Not all the time, but like what will be the point if you're always anticipating something?
Yeah, and you know what's up.
Exactly.
You know,
no, there's no beauty in that.
There's no beauty in that.
No.
Exactly. And wow, track number 9 is by Now, Another Lifetime. Yo, this track, I swear, this track, like, it kind of hits different when you kind of in a relationship with someone that you don't love, because she's talking about, you know, in another lifetime and all that. It's kind of crazy. Have you ever been in a situation like that?
Like a relationship?
Being in a relationship with someone, you don't love this person anymore, but you can't break it down to him. Like,
no, I communicate, yo.
You communicate?
Yeah.
That's dope.
No. But do you mean like you've loved that person and you just stopped loving
and then you stopped loving him? Like the person just got so used to you loving them like that, and then when it just ended, and he's like so used to that.
But you explain the reasons. I don't think anyone and everyone can just, you know, stop being in love with someone.
But I think
unless you have a different perspective. Because personally, I can't just wake up and be like, yo, I don't like you. No, there's always like a build up of things that will, you know. So, and I don't think if you've been close with someone, you can get to a point where you will never love, or you don't love this person at all. No ways. Maybe you love them enough not to be with them. Yeah. But you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't love them in that way to be with them, but from a distance. It's like you love them from a distance.
So it's cool to love someone from a distance.
Yeah.
Do you love anyone from a distance?
Of course.
Okay. And your 10th song actually is Saba, Broken Girl.
Right.
Why that song? I was like, I saw this and I was like, this playlist is actually going good. And then I saw Broken Girls.
Yeah, I should have maybe just
no, but it's actually
them a bit.
But it's actually a dope song, and what he's talking about there, it's not like, because he's a broken guy and he loves broken girls, and I think it's like negative times negative, they just make positive, but it's still negative.
Yeah, it is.
You know, and have you ever experienced, because he's talking about like maybe like a quick escape, have you ever like experienced like a quick escape with somebody?
Yeah, I have actually. Maybe that's the time when I could relate to the song more. You know? Like my mom passed away. Right after that, I got into a relationship.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, not in a bad way or anything, but the relationship distracted me more from what I was going through at that time. So it catches up with you in a later stage. You understand what I mean?
Yeah. So, but then so what do you mean it catches up with you in a later stage?
As in, like, you're so distracted in that relationship that you forget what you're actually going through. And your partner, not intentionally, tries and makes you forget of the tragedy you're going through, or your healing process rather. Yeah, that's what I was going through, and then at a later stage it caught up with me.
And how
into the relationship?
How did it affect you? Like, how did it affect you?
That's when I was becoming like emotional, or the healing stage. But then you're like, oh damn, I didn't go through the process I was supposed to go through. When I was supposed to go through it.
But I think...
But he was aware of it also. Yeah, we had a chat called, these are your... Was it reactions? Lack of a better use of word. But whatever I was going through, that was a reflection of what I didn't go through at the beginning. Yeah. And I think a lot of people go through that,
Yeah.
They don't go through healing because they distracted
it's
from
better.
work or from family.
Sometimes actually better. Like, people find peace in, a distraction.
But it doesn't work for long.
Were you ready to lose your mother?
No, who's ready?
So exactly. So that distraction, it kind of like you had to run to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that's what I did.
Yeah.
And obviously your partner's gonna reciprocate that energy and try and make you forget.
Yeah.
You understand?
Well,
it's very deep.
It's deep. And track number 11 is by Kendrick Lamar.
Part 5. He's my crush. He's been a crush for a very, very long time.
Yo.
Yeah. When I was like, no, this is hip hop. That's when I started listening to him. Yeah.
And how do you find his lyrics? I mean, his wordplay and all that. It's quite creative.
No, he's very creative. Yo.
And he's actually making you pick up some things in life.
Exactly.
You know, and to ask
his upbringing.
And his upbringing and all that. And when I like this, do you think life is perspective though?
Life is a perspective.
Yeah,
it is.
Perspective.
From different angles. It's a perspective. It just depends on how you would narrate it.
Yeah.
And if he's second person will have a different narrative.
Yeah.
To what life is.
Yeah. And when did you start listening to Kendrick again?
Sure.
You can't remember.
When I was very young.
Oh yeah.
Because I have older brothers, so obviously they listen to the hip hop. So they put me on from a very early stage. Yeah.
Alright, and your top 5 hip hop artists, do you have that too? Or you don't?
Nah, I don't really. Nah.
You don't really listen to hip hop that much?
Not anymore. Hey, maybe I'm not really my piano. I don't know, but he's still my top one. And one only.
Yeah, he's your only one.
Yeah.
Alright. And track number 12 actually, it's a piano song. Wow, the switch up.
You have to. Yeah.
Kava Canelo, Hilo Inklizio Yam, Hila Inklizio Yam.
You know. But it relates to my playlist.
It does relate to your playlist, you know. And Linda, I kind of like love this track. I actually started hearing it from your playlist. I was like, wow, this is such a jam.
That's Amaya.
And it's crazy, like people, you find people that say like they don't really fucks with piano, like they hate it. And then as soon as, you know, that very same person is at the club and piano starts playing, I mean, they dance to it more than you do.
They're the first people to dance to it. But hey, piano's taking over.
But I don't know why.
As much as people have a different, perspective.
Yeah, I guess, life, it is perspective sometimes.
You know? Yeah.
And track number 13 is by Kendrick, United in Grief.
Hey.
Sure.
Yeah.
What did you
the title says it for itself.
Yeah. No, what did you pick up in this track? What did you connect with in this track?
Sure.
The whole track, or are they parts where you actually feel him there? Like,
the whole track. I think everything that's done by, produced or written or in this music language, I relate to Kendrick fully.
And what do you think of the album Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers?
Sure. It's well produced, and I don't know if you've seen a pattern with Kendrick Lamar. He takes time before he releases.
He takes time.
He doesn't just, release. And with every album, there's a different look. You can see with each and every album he releases. It's a different look. Which shows that he's been going through something, or he went through something before he actually, release that particular album. There's always a story behind it.
Alright, so do you think Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers qualifies for Album of the Year? This year?
For now.
For now?
Yeah, for now. Fully.
And have you heard the new Drake album though?
No, actually haven't. No.
Alright.
So you think it's up there?
No, I'm thinking, I don't know, because there's a lot of music that's, put out this year, like Pusha T. Kind of like that song. I'm a fan. And but we'll see. We'll see. And track number 14 is by Sir John Redcorn. The music video is kind of funny though. I didn't expect it to be like that. Honestly, and then when they're have you ever put your heart out there and the energy wasn't really reciprocated?
Of course, a couple of times.
A couple of times?
Yeah,
what?
Obviously you don't, I go head in body, full, you know, the whole thing.
Really?
But obviously, you can't expect the next person to feel the same way.
Yeah.
At that very same moment. You understand? Some people take time to grow into someone.
Wow.
So, yeah, life. Sometimes you just.
So you've never actually been like met someone today and like for the very first time, and then you guys do some stuff today, Clark. It has never happened.
What stuff?
I don't know. Stuff.
No. Maybe my kiss, but no. We need to get to know each other first. It doesn't work like that. Yeah.
And your last song, track number 15, is by Teyana Taylor, Concrete.
Yeah.
So,
I know.
What's up with this song?
Teyana Taylor herself, man, she's just amazing.
She's
also,
super.
She speaks about her life, her husband a lot in most of her songs.
Yeah.
Even the video is like produced amazingly.
Yeah.
So what can I say? Oh, I love song.
Yeah, and that song, Love Me, the music video, I mean, are they getting married on that song? Her and the husband?
There's two actually. There's a remix. The remix starts off, I like that one actually more. The music video starts off with some rapper, I forgot his name. The rapper, Teyana finds the phone, the rapper, a hidden phone, like it's a second phone.
Yeah.
Where he uses to cheat, obviously.
Yeah.
So he's just like, like, how do you have a second phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's more into the relationship roller coasters, and that's how she produces her music, honestly.
Yeah.
Real life stuff. And then the second one, it obviously shows family.
Yeah.
Reveals a pregnancy.
I saw the second one.
Yeah.
I don't know about the first one.
No, you should listen to the remix.
And have you ever caught someone or your guy cheating on you?
How?
No, but of finding out.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time?
Not all the time, but it's very hard for a guy to hide things from me. I'm very detective 101.
Really?
Yeah. I can pick up when your energy is not okay. There's someone in the picture.
But how do you pick that out?
Skills are crazy.
Really?
If you want to know something, you can come to me. I'll find out.
Yeah,
but if you know, when you know, and you know your person. When you're dating someone, not even dating, you're in a whole relationship with someone, you can pick up when the energies are not the same. You can pick up when they're giving someone else attention. Especially with men. Men can't multitask.
Really?
Nah, when you're giving another hand attention, it's gonna here. That's when we pick it up. That's how women pick it up. I'm not getting the same attention anymore. He's definitely getting attention elsewhere, or he's giving someone else the attention.
Do you end up disclosing this with him, or do you just keep it to yourself?
I keep it to myself till I have my facts in check.
Really?
Yeah, when I get the receipts.
girls, you women.
Girls are like that. You can't just go flat on no assumption. No, you have to have your receipts in check. Okay. My brother, you take out the receipts.
But then why do you do that over while you guys are sipping alcohol?
No, it doesn't have to be sipping alcohol. I'm just saying when you're relaxed, when you're in a relaxed setting.
Yeah.
Obviously you don't want to blow things out of proportion, make it a fight.
And then
not purposely saying 80 beds, literally.
But why relaxed though? I mean, what if now?
Because it might blow out of proportion.
Because you guys are relaxed, and then maybe you guys are relaxed now, because like you're saying, he's giving somebody attention, and say now he ends things with whoever he was giving attention, and then now he's relaxed with you, and he's very serious with you, and you've been getting your fix right and everything, and now he's vulnerable, and you don't know. You be thinking, he's gonna switch up again in a couple of days, but you don't know. You know, and you break it down to him. Like, yo, I know you've been doing this. Like, your approach, is it always gonna be relaxed, or is it gonna be quite aggressive?
Personally, I'm not an aggressive person.
An aggressive person. That's cool.
Yeah, so that's why I'd rather prefer a more relaxed setting, because I'm not coming to you fighting.
Yeah.
No. Right. I'm coming with you out of concern. That's why my energies have to be here.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't end up
Has it ever?
No.
Never.
No, I'm not a physical person. That's why I'd come to you with, you know, my energies here. I'd be crazy, this man wants to say about but you know, once we sit down,
man, but anyway, we have reached the end of your playlist to find you interview.
You know.
Do me, Jess.
You know.
Thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you, man. Thank you for having me over.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, where could the music lovers find you? Are you on any social media platforms?
I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, most especially YouTube, you know. I'm coming back on YouTube with a bang. You know, the Naledi editing laptops now. No, we back. So long they can subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to your channel, of course. You know, let's move up, let's make money.
Let's support each other.
Hit the subscription button. And share, obviously.
Yeah, of course. But why is it that people don't really like sharing other people's stuff though?
Really? No, I don't understand, because it doesn't even cost a cent.
It costs data to share something.
How many people use data now? There's Wi-Fi.
But there's people that still use data. I mean, come on.
So you skipping that notification or that post isn't showing your data?
You maybe buying like 100 megabytes and you just want to check what's happening on Instagram real quick, and then you find Tumi's story saying please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You know, clicking there is going to take you to YouTube and it's going to chow your data and all that. I'll do it another time. That other time doesn't never come.
You can go a day where you don't bump into some free Wi-Fi. Yeah, come on. It's an excuse.
But anyway, I hope they really come through and subscribe to our stuff, because we're trying to give them content.
Give them quality content.
You know, because people don't really watch TV anymore.
Exactly. Personally, I don't.
And man, like I said, you'll find her on her social media platforms. Just put them down below in the description below. She's on Instagram, of course, Facebook. Twitter, YouTube,
and YouTube,
Same applies with Eric Q-Tip, though. I mean, everything will just be put down, the link, descriptions, whatever. And thank you. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. My YouTube channel, of course, Eric Q-Tip, and we out. Peace.
Bye.